What is the punishment if convicted in tribal court? My name is Ted Hassey. I'm an attorney practicing in federal and tribal courts in Indian country, eastern Oklahoma. This is certainly a question that we get from defendants that find themselves in tribal court, say in Cherokee Nation or Muskogee Creek Nation. What are the stakes? And certainly at the beginning of every case, you want to know precisely what's on the line. Simple answer is the maximum sentence for a felony in tribal court is up to 3 years. That's controlled by Congress. They've mandated that. It used to be that there couldn't be anything over a year. We're now in an era where as long as the criminal code and the statutes meet certain requirements, they can go up to 3 years is the maximum. And that's 3 years straight. It's not 3 years, minus certain good time served or something like that. They can actually do the full 3 years on one count. Now, some defendants might find themselves with multiple counts on the same criminal complaint or an information as they do it in Cherokee Nation. Then there's a max on that too. It's up to 3 counts, 3 years each for a total of 9 years. So if a defendant ends up in tribal court on a case, the maximum that they can get sent to prison for is a maximum of 9 years. And so that's one reason why defendants often would prefer to be in tribal court rather than federal court. Typically, in terms of jurisdiction, there's special circumstances where there's state jurisdiction, federal jurisdiction, and criminal and tribal jurisdiction. I won't talk about that here. But typically, if somebody is Indian, a member of a tribal nation, and has a blood quantum, they're going to find themselves in a position where there's 2 courts that could charge them and sometimes could both charge them for the same alleged criminal conduct. If you have a choice, and you normally don't, you want to be in tribal court. Certainly, you want to talk to a lawyer if you're coming out of state court on a charge and you're Indian about any ways that you can influence the process to get moved to tribal court rather than federal court. If you or a loved one is in a position where you're facing potential charge, you're going to want to talk to the lawyer. You're going to want to get good representation, but you're also going to want to know the stakes are a little bit lower in tribal court because they can only get you up to 3 years per count and a maximum of 9 years. If you or a loved one is facing criminal charges in Indian country, you definitely want to give us a call, talk about what we can do for you. Again, my name is Ted Hassey. We can be reached at 918-932-2800.